Sometimes you have a day, a meeting, a trip, or a whole week, and it does not go how you saw it in your head. You showed up, you prepared, you handled what you needed to handle. You did your part. And then afterward, it still feels like nothing happened. Or worse, it feels like it was all for nothing. That meeting was for nothing. That trip was for nothing. That day was for nothing. That effort was for nothing. Welcome to Exhausted Dad Show, documentaries for men running on empty who still want to become better men. Real research, real perspective. One thing to do today or tomorrow. Tonight. I know you can't see it, but this still mattered. A lot of men make this mistake. If they cannot see the payoff immediately, they assume the effort did not count. But that is not how growth works, and it is not how effort works either. Sometimes the result is not visible yet. That does not mean the effort was empty. Sometimes the meeting did not close the deal, but it opened the relationship. Sometimes the trip did not become the breakthrough, but it changed the room. Sometimes the week did not produce the outcome you wanted, but you still showed up differently than you used to. And that matters. Teresa Amabile and Stephen Kramer's research on progress helps here. Their work shows that forward movement and meaningful work, even small wins and partial steps, helps motivation, emotion, and inner work life. In normal language, progress counts before the payoff becomes obvious. That means if something moved, even a little, it mattered. If clarity increased, it mattered. If trust increased, it mattered. If your discipline held, it mattered. Because not everything valuable shows up as immediate proof. Some things show up first as alignment. Some things show up first as credibility. Some things show up first as readiness. And some things show up first in you. That matters too, because Albert Bandura's work on self-efficacy shows that belief in your ability grows through mastery experiences, real moments where you act, handle something, and build evidence that you can do hard things. So even if the outside result is not fully here yet, the fact that you showed up, handled yourself, and followed through still changed something. Maybe it changed the room. Maybe it changed the timeline. Maybe it changed the opportunity. Maybe it changed you. And if it changed you, that is not nothing. That is part of the outcome. A lot of men only count visible wins, money, contracts, immediate yeses, clear proof. But life is not only built by visible wins, it is also built by the days you were accountable when nobody clapped. The meetings that built trust, the effort that built capacity, the repetition that built readiness. That stuff counts. And if you miss that, you can start talking yourself into quitting. You start saying, that was pointless. That didn't do anything. That week was a waste. I did all that for nothing. But that story is not always true. Sometimes what you are calling nothing is actually a seed. And seeds are frustrating because you cannot argue with them using visible proof yet. But that does not mean nothing is happening. The Bible says it plainly in Galatians 6:9. Do not grow weary in doing good, because in due time there is a harvest if you do not give up. That does not mean every effort pays off instantly. It means effort is not erased just because the harvest is late. That line matters. Because some weeks your biggest mistake is not failure, it is misreading what happened. You think, it didn't work, when really, it may be more accurate to say, it worked in ways I cannot fully measure yet. That is a different sentence. And sometimes that sentence is the difference between staying with your life and giving up on yourself too early. So here's the move for today or tomorrow. Do a matter check. Ask yourself, what did I do that was responsible, accountable, or aligned, even if the result is not visible yet? Then ask, what may have changed because I showed up? That's it. Not fake positivity, not pretending it all worked, just refusing to call it worthless before the full result has had time to form. Because sometimes the most dangerous lie is, if I can't see it, it didn't matter, and that is not always true. If you showed up, it mattered. If you were responsible, it mattered. If you handled your part, it mattered. If you grew in the process, it mattered. So if this week did not look how you imagined, hear this clearly. I know you can't see it, but this still mattered. Subscribe to Exhausted Dad Show for more real research, real perspective, and one thing to do today or tomorrow.